is the always lovely Beamy. How you going, mate?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I mean, I don't know how I mumbled lovely, but you know, who knows?
I thought you just said Beamy, not Bemmy.
Either way, producer making sure that we're saying names and pronouns right. Shout out to our producer, by the way.
They can hear me. It's okay.
Good God.
Oh, they can? Are you joining us now?
You
better stay.
Well,
anyways, action over towards
there is action.
Yeah, as Jasmine gets herself a nice little toother to kick things off.
Oh, and like you said, like Raven starting off. They've been the most consistent in winning pistols in this matchup.
Hey, Bemmy.
Ooh.
I have a thing to say.
Yes.
Crab Warriors has $400 and didn't buy a kit.
Okay. But I mean, Bibian is still there, and they get a 3K. No, this cannot be true. This cannot be true. But they don't have a kit.
Natasha just has to hide behind this pillar, and she wins. And that's what she's done, and the round is won. Bibi has no chance, and
that's not soft like.
Does get that kill.
Okay. Well, like you said, also by the way, that Ravens have a very good chance of winning this because one, this is their map pick, and two, you can be a little more aggressive on Mirage than you can be on Inferno.
Oh, definitely you can be, but at the same time, there are a few sort of passive playstyles that can work in your favor for the CTs, especially if you're playing. Yeah, if you're playing mostly towards ticket booth and bench, then you can definitely get a fair few frags, as those position gives you a fair, or not a fair few, a multitude of angles to peek to. So, but as Rube gets herself a nice little frag over towards Card, going to be a good start here for Carnage. And just a reminder, second round on Inferno, Carnage were able to get the eco and pick up that round. So let's see if history repeats as Artemis looked over towards unders where Natasha is lying in wait.
Lying in wait is the name of the game for Carnage, and already they got Natasha. They're just letting them come to them, and this is really just crazy unfortunate for the side of Ravens, as they need to go to the site, but they already get shut down. Connie winning the duel.
And that's the bomb.
That is the bomb. That is the round. That is fortunate. And
not the round just yet. She can get pincered out here, Connie.
I mean, that's true, but
yeah, they're gonna know exactly
it's
what's
three
happening.
Deagles. You got a kit. You have a flash. They have a flash.
Vivian has an MP9.
I'm not trying to call them. Yeah. I'm not trying to say that they're down and out. But I mean, these crossfires that Carnage have been making. It's less about Raven not being able to close out the round, but more in the confidence I have in Carnage being able to set up for fights like these.
Oh yeah, definitely, and that's what you do expect from Carnage. As I said earlier, obviously the better team in general, really. They should be able to, on paper, and from what we saw in Inferno on the server as well, but in saying that, new map, Ravens can obviously just come out of nowhere and completely delete their CT opponents, but
and it's just going to have to early to say.
Oh yeah, definitely, but look how Connie's playing this. She's playing aggressive there over towards ramp entrance, and she's going to find herself a twofer, maybe even three, as Natasha just gets digged down the server, and just like that, Jasmine and Willow, 2v5, Bibian, the FPLC gamer, should be able to easily delete one of them off the server, and just like that, Jasmine in an H-clutch situation.
I'm not color surprised at all. This has been really amazing, but I do always like pop off when I hear a Deagle shot and it confirms the head. It's just so amazing to see those. Oh my god, I love Deagles. They're my favorite.
It's one of the most pleasing things to see in Counter-Strike, just the 1D come out of nowhere.
In video games.
Oh, easily.
Easily. But Carnage, once again, easily showing us why they're a very strong team. Just going to be able to close this out. Jasmine just got a P250 to their name. And that's roughly about it. They do have the buy going into here. How do you buy into this? Not being able to get the bomb plant. It is a few $100s tonight. Not the end of the world, but still.
I mean, $800. You can do a lot of $800. You know, you could book yourself a small little holiday to IEM Sydney coming up in a few weeks' time.
I am excited for that.
Oh, that is going to be an amazing event, but...
And I won't be there. But I do wish everybody to have fun.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll get pissed for you.
Thank you.
No worries. As we do see Ravens now going for a pretty good mid execute here, but Willow will get caught out. They get down to 2 HP. And this split B might not be it, Chief, as... Well, Ravens are in a very hard spot. They can't do too much to try and get onto the side without being caught out and losing all of their players. As Willow will get spotted out. Rip playing from bench. Should be able to find himself a few frags, but here comes Jasmine.
And just gets the trade and shoot down from Kitchen. They lined up perfectly for Jasmine. Nicely done, taking advantage of that. Now it's a fight through Kitchen. All right, BBon starting the momentum for him to take it back, but they already take out Artemis, and this is a 2v2 situation. BBon does have... Yeah, 1v2, thank you, sorry about that. But yeah, they do have the kit to their name, an M4. They're already aware. They're going to be dropping a flash just to keep moving. Not a lot of time left. There's a smoke. They do get the one. They shoot through Van. You're going to realize that they just have to commit to the plant. And Trina's going to shut that down very, very quickly. That's another round going in favor. But I don't think they get to hold in the... Oh my god, they get to hold in the UK. Okay. So that's good. That's a round going for Ravens, and got an AK to boot.
An AK to boot as well. That'll be good news here for Ravens, as... Well, I said they weren't going to go into the B-side. I immediately take back my words, and we'll get punished accordingly by the Faced Gods, as I will not be able to win a pug for the next 10 years. But yeah, it was a good round there from Ravens. They were able to overcome what was a pretty tricky set of barriers to just find the B site, get the bomb down. But in saying that, a good round there from BBN as well. Obviously, she did get promoted to FPLC recently, and well, looks like it's paying dividends there. Able to almost win out the round, just wasn't able to get the defuse. But in saying that, good round nonetheless, as once again, it's going to be another B-side hit here for Ravens as well. They're being deleted.
Yeah, they are being deleted, but it is very quickly going back and forth.
Wait, I need to point something out. So I mean, Carnage was being deleted. Just to make that clear. Yeah,
right. Well, I mean, it looked like for a second Raven was facing the heat as Jasmine did get tagged and they did lose Trina and Vixen, but you're absolutely right. BBN, I think they're going for the save here. That is now 2 rounds in a row for Raven, and things are looking a lot chippier. And, ooh, I think BBN... who's going to win the duel here? Is it going to be 3 health, or is it going to be getting Kaffa and guard? Oh! Okay, well, never mind.
Well, that's a normal exit frag spot, so good call there for Willow to just check, and yeah, that will secure themselves around as will Ravens get the pause? No.
Nah. I mean...
Well, that's unfortunate, but looks like they were expecting it, so... Yeah, so no issues there, as...
I mean, they're feeling good right now, so...
Yeah. Why not? Why stop a good thing, as Vivian will get spotted out. One body shot from Vixen will force her off the angle for now, but... Yeah, it's been a good start to the map here from Ravens. Obviously exerting a lot of B control, especially for apartments, have worked for him like a charm. But in saying that, it's sort of like Inferno, having a lot of B control early, but then Carnage warmed up, and well, look what happened.
Very true, but the thing is like we said, that this is their map pick, so I think they are a lot more comfortable with knowing how to deal with the B situation. They could shut it down very quickly. Also, on top of that, there's less angles to worry about, technically, of where the CT is coming. They're either coming through kitchen or catwalk. Very few times they'll go round very wide and like surprise you through apartments, but that's like little to not happening. So I mean, this has been really good for them. They are going on to the A site right now though, because they don't really have to worry much about pistols. Just shutting it down one by one. Chris, I mean, they did deny the bomb plant, but
oh, just missed it.
But they still have the momentum going for them, and I think Paw's still not coming in, so I guess they're just going to forego it. But, yeah, what do Carnage need to do here? They do have some utilities and weapons to their names, so what kind of damage do they need to deal right now?
Well, their big problem right now is trying to deal with that split B approach, really. I mean, you just see Ravens just getting easy mid control there, especially through Cat, and they're just pushing straight in towards Kitchen as well, so probably just have to try and neutralize the threat early and go from there. But quick rotation over here for Artemis, as will be an early 1-for-1. She'll be able to get a few more fracture as well, as she finds the double. No, she actually whiffs. And just like that, Victim will be allowed an opening, but it doesn't matter in the end, as Carnage is able to pick up their third. And I was going to say before all the action was happening, they need to start sending a few more resources over towards the B site, or at the very least trying to hold down mid. That's what they did. It was a quick rotation from Artemis over towards Kitchen, and it paid dividends for a minute. They pick up the third, and they close the gap back down to 1.
I wonder if they're starting to read also into the situation that they've been doing a lot of full pushes. There's never been, like, trying to bait out utility and maybe get a couple of frags before rotating to the other site. Like, it's always just been them as a group maybe trying to get control of mid while the others try to push onto the site, and then they would catch up with the rest. But it's been pretty much just committing to one site or the other. And, I mean, Carnage could read into that situation very, very well. Because how would you feel if they, like, kept maybe 3 in one site and then 2 in mid, and then, like, if they went, let's just say 3 in A, 2 in mid, and then they had nothing in B, but they were able to just fully rotate into B. It seems like they're able to take a site very, very quickly on the side of Carnage.
They definitely can, but as they head on towards the A side, they're going to have to be very quick here, because looking on side, Connie and BBR, they can frag up Storm.
Yeah, and already they racked up a couple of kills. There's a couple of mollies, unfortunately not going in their favor. They're trying to throw it here, just to flush out, but nobody's on heaven, but they do manage to get Artemis. But they're already, Natasha's tagged, Jasmine and, well, are really just the last one remaining. They do manage to get Riv. They're slowly working their way through. They're getting good advantages, and they actually do manage to win, but unfortunately, again, no chance of a bomb plan.
No bomb plan, but still a good round there from the Ravens. They're pretty much just able to win out in the war of attrition. We're able to find the twofer to end things off, and yeah, good round at the end there for Ravens. Good round as well from Carnage. They just weren't expecting as hard of a push on towards the A site, and plus having Willow pretty much in full health for the entirety of that play gave them the edge, and in the end, the edge paid dividends for him, as they will be defaulting back towards B side. Riv has to make a quick ball back to get right, and now she needs to frag up Storm.
Well, that's a good way to start working on it. They do manage to get to spray a little bit of tag damage onto their teammate, unfortunately, but they do manage to get the kill, and they still have the player advantage, so they are not truly worried. Hanging out in kitchen, seeing what they can find is going to be Artemis, seeing what they can do magically with that Deke. I mean, they are their opper. So sometimes the decoy play can't be translated into it. They got to be very, very careful. And BBon is not afraid to try to rack up kills. They do manage to get Vixen. There is no kit, unfortunately, though. Damage, but oh, they do manage to rack up the kills. I mean, even if they won that fight, I don't think there was enough time to do it.
Yeah, they need to get those 2 kills pretty much simultaneously there, but yeah, didn't really like the drive peek from BBR. There was a bit of a risky play, didn't work out, and especially, I mean, I sort of understand, especially when the timer's getting along that far. You do need to go for it, but probably wasn't the right call. Maybe going around Africa might have been the play, but it doesn't matter in the end, as Carnage will lose their 6. But now, change of pace here, the Eco, they go straight in towards the top mid. You see a lot of teams go for this sort of fast mid play now, and well, it's working for him, as Artemis finds 1, 2, and a third. Will be able to get out as well. Can she find a 4th? No, Willow gets a double spray down. And she's the last player left standing, just like that.
Wow, that's
was fast.
Amazing. Yeah, that, I have no idea. I literally can't process that.
So I'll tell you what happened. They rushed mid, they get frags.
Yeah.
GG, well played.
It? Wow,
yeah.
Okay, wow.
The wonders of a P250 eco on Mirage. You just rush mid and hope for the best, and 2 times out of 10 will work out, and we're seeing that 20% happen.
20%. That's a pretty big percentage for having a couple of P250s, I guess.
Although in saying that, the A site's now left completely open, so, you know, yikes.
It's a 1v3.
No armor, though.
No armor, but living on a prayer, and you do have a deagle, so they could do a lot of damage onto them. They don't have a kit, though, like you said. They don't have a kit either, so they do need to commit to this play right now, but I guess they don't...
Too sharp.
Okay, yep. Alright.
That's the second time they've been E-cut as well here, so... Yeah, definitely a weak point in there for Ravens, so we're not expecting the hyper-aggression, and... Yeah, that's how the round goes. I mean, it's just a simple eco and Mirage. No way you can put it, really.
Quite right. Quite right. Alright, well. No pause coming in. Carnage able to rack up a couple of rounds now. And like you said, after a while, they started to learn the playstyle of Raven. Just how they handle the map and what corners they tend to peek at, and they take advantage of that full well. And now Ravens, their economy is not looking good as it once was. And look at this, now Artemis is now feeling good that they even bothered to buy an AWP.
Yeah, obviously I was expecting an AWP, but once again, it looks like Ravens are going to be defaulting over towards the A site here. But look at that nade, that was beautiful, Connie, as they quickly lose 2 here, Ravens, and a 3rd and a 4th.
Oh, Connie.
Now that is some that's some gamer action if ever I've seen one. As Jazzy now in the 1v5 Artemis. Oh, there we go. I thought Artemis would be in a bit of a tricky spot there, but doesn't matter. As yeah, another quick round there. Carnage just rushed through another 5th. Yeah, it's a good flick, but yeah. I was actually thinking Jasmine saw Artemis as well, and it was going to be an easy 2 for in the A side open, but no.
I think that was an unfortunate play smoke. Well, either way, it doesn't really matter. If you kill, and you managed to trade in return, but still, they don't really have a lot of utility to hold on the site once they try to commit to one. Looks like they're going for B. Don't really know do at the moment. I guess they're just trying to figure out what they should do.
Yeah, it's a tricky spot to be in right now if you are Ravens, because you see Carnage, they have a 1-1-1 set up here. Obviously with Artemis in a perfect spot to have a 10-second rotation to leave at site, 5 seconds in reality for B. It's going to be hard for Ravens to try and push into any of these sites really, unless they try and clear out CTN with it Artemis, but looks like they will be faulting back over towards B. Really, the only place you can rush now with some sort of confidence, because they go anywhere else, more than likely they'll get jumped on by either of these Carnage players, and that could be the round all but over.
Well, let's see what they can do. Hop off and Van, they'll find out that there's nobody there, just Artemis just hanging out, and gets the double kill. Hanging out in kitchen, they are whipping up something quite deadly at the moment for the Ravens, and Carnage is looking like they're just going to pick up another round right here and tie it up 6 for 6. See if they can get another kill, but Bo's not going to be able to find anything, and Carnage, they are slowly making their way back up.
Yeah, slowly making their way back into this game. They tie things up here at 6-all, and as I said earlier, Artemis playing just behind our Murder Hole. Works out like a charm for Carnage. He's able to make a quick rotation to Kitchen. She finds himself a nice little twofer with the big green stick, and that pretty much kills a round for Carnage. As Ravens, it looks like they are going to default here to a fast apartments play here. We'll see some under pressure coming out for Jasmine, but yeah, their economy is now reset here. They will only have to save for 1 round, however. Should be able to get full buy into the next, but definitely a different sort of round here for T-side, as they have a 2-2-1 setup here, with Trina just playing out towards ramp.
Oh, Riv hanging out, like you said, and they are going to be able to find a couple kills there, and I mean this is pretty much just a safe round at the moment. But I mean, let's talk about this, Chris. What are things that are Raven doing that they are doing a lot better than they were on Carnage's map? Because obviously this is a lot more closer of a game that we're seeing right now than they were against Carnage back in Inferno.
Yeah, it feels like it's just the change of map that's working out for Ravens. Obviously, this is their map pick, and Mirage tends to be slightly more in favor to the more huggy, aggressive styles we are seeing from Ravens, especially in the early rounds where they just rushed through apartments and Cat. It worked out perfectly for him, but as with Inferno, the fast play style is slowly being snuffed out by Carnage, who is slowly starting to get snowballed back into their advantage. And, well, if Ravens can't find a bit of a change of pace shortly, then we might be seeing a quick 2-0, and Carnage, as expected, will be the victors of InstaFrag Season 1.
Starting to look like that, as they do have a 7-6 lead right now. And a beautiful nade, unfortunately, onto Tarsha. So that's a lot of damage already gone. But Artemis will be denied any sights. They just go ahead and put that smoke. They just don't want to worry about that at all. They just want to worry about what's either coming from the left or right of them. Riv is not going to give them the pleasure. You're going to see that utilities coming out of smoke as well, and they're going to be aware that somebody is potentially there. They're just trying to lock down mid right now to see what they want to do. It looks like they're just going for the side A. Hang out over at Palace, and now they're just going to drop down. They do manage to get BB on, and BB not going to be able to rack up any kills. They try to shoot through the smoke. A lot of damage is going to be tagged. Connie's going to be able to find Jasmine. Still back and forth. They're pushing through. Oh my gosh, Connie is just going to walk through the flames and will be rewarded with Trina. Holy smokes. Let's see what happens. Vixen will be able to take out Depot, and oh my gosh, BBN is able to get the trade. Oh my gosh, they're going back and forth.
Smoke criminal.
Bo has 19 seconds left to plant the bomb, win a 2v1 situation, which is very doable. Artemis is at 12. Dropping in serious. They're not going to find it, but they do manage to find Bo. And that's going to be it. What happened there?
Smoke criminal things happen there. As Connie, once again, just spamming through smoke. Obviously, the KdTV smoke is a little bit different to what the players see on their screens, but still, that was another good round there from Connie playing over towards Ticket. Able to get the spray down through the smoke, finds herself a 3k, and that ends the round out once again as Carnage will secure themselves a half and possibly even a 9-6 half as well, as the economy for Ravens a bit over the shop here. Won't be able to go rifle or full armor for majority of the T-side players, and be interesting to see what they do here. Wouldn't be surprised if they go maybe for SMG full armor util, especially players like Natasha and Jasmine. Or actually, yeah, two players won't be able to get the rifle armor properly, but they'll just default to Galil, so themselves up a flash and a smoke. Natasha obviously stuck with no util by picking up the AK-47, and yeah, that's what you probably expected here, and that's all I can say, really.
That's fair enough. I mean, it's been pretty much lather, rinse, repeat for the most part at the moment for Carnage, as they've been able to just kind of close it out and shoot through smoking. Connie again. Are you okay, Connie? Because you are going nuts along with BBN. Because you've been struck by some pretty good skills.
You ruined it, mate. You ruined it. I hate to tell you, but you ruined it.
I know. I hate to tell you this, but it's like 5:30 in the morning. I am trying my best, dude.
Look, understandable, but at the same time, you blew it. Anyways, 9-6 after Carnage.
Thanks for the call out.
But yeah, Connie with another smooth criminal play there, or smoke criminal play, really, as I should be getting called out right now.
No, I like punts.
Thank you very much.
Proper dad joke right there.
Thank you very much. But yeah, it It was another good round there from Carnage to end the half, and as they move on towards the T side here, obviously we saw Riv just having, or not Riv, sorry, we did see Ravens having a pretty strong CT half to kick things off on Inferno. Let's see if they can replicate that and go 4 for 4 in pistols. As, oh, that is unfortunate for Sonya. Fast play onto the A side here for Carnage, and they're going to find themselves in a 3v5, making that a 3v2, and that could be the first piss round for the series. Yes, it will, as they drop like flies.
Oh, they get the bomb plant as well. Vix, unfortunately, not going to be able to land their shots, and they do get punished for that.
Yeah, very unfortunate there. That round could have easily changed, but Carnage will head into double digits here, only 6 away from a 2-0 victory here in the grand final. And now Ravens, well, they just have to hope that this aggro player towards the A side works out, because, well, look where Carnage is heading over towards too, and I'll tell you, the lack of blue on that side.
Yeah, lack of blue is on that side. I guess really one of the few times you feel absolutely comfortable. Oh, when there's no CTs on the site, they're just going to be pushing through. Kitchen, seeing what they can find, but at the moment, not going to be able to rack up any kills. Unfortunately, these pistols, they're not going to have any miracle rounds with it at the moment. Not going to be even able to exit out or take any kills, it seems, unless they do something magical. But I mean, they are getting caught very quickly off guard.
They are, but in saying that, it is an eco round, so you sort of expect Carnage to do what they did there.
Yeah, I'm not like expecting anything magical, but
yeah,
would have been nice to at least dent the economy in one way or another.
Yeah, would have been also good to see. Well, it would have been good to see if they just actually rushed through ramp or palace just to make sure that there was no one through there and make the rotation over towards B, but it didn't happen. They obviously just decided to stick with the hard hold, and just didn't work out for him on the eco, as we are going to see another fast play here from both Hope and Artemis. Hope will be spotted out, but she has a Mac 10. She's allowed to go drive-by style, and she'll be able to find one kill and a lot of damage. It doesn't really matter, as Carnage cleared the B site. Going to go for A anyhow. Vixen has to pog out. No, she can't, and just like that, Carnage, a good play across the map here, as they have full control, and they'll have themselves as 12.
Oh golly, this is getting scary. Jab may be able to find. Nope. Connie is just literally like,
screw this. I want to go and play some scrims.
They're like, just want to play more of Vertigo.
Vertigo's a good map in my opinion.
Do you like Vertigo? It seems to have divided the nation 50-50.
Yeah, well, it's a different style of map. I mean, I know I wasn't around, but I've done a lot of research into it, but it feels like when Overpass and Cobble came into the map rotation, a lot of people were going, oh, what the hell is this? This is not how you're supposed to play Counter-Strike, but then we slowly got used to it, and now, especially Overpass, it's one of the more preferred maps in the pool at the moment, so I think we're seeing a bit of that, and over time people get used to Vertigo, and they'll get used to that different sort of play style you need for the map, and we'll see it become one of the greats, in my opinion.
I think that's a fair assumption, or a way of looking at it. I think what mainly people are bothered by is that Cash was rotated out, and I think Cash was like one of the maps that they liked. I think a lot of people went like, if you're gonna put in a map, you may as well just like rotate and nuke.
Yeah, but in saying that, Cash is obviously being upgraded by FM Pone, and in saying that as well, Mirage was rumored to be the map that was actually going to get rotated out, but compared to the other maps, wouldn't mind seeing Mirage being out of the pool just for even a few months, just to give it a bit of an update, you know?
Yeah, a little facelift. I do appreciate that from Valve. I think that's one of the cool things about them, is that they will revisit old games and go like, you know what? We learned from our past, and now we're progressing. Hopefully Ravens will be able to learn from their past rounds to be able to try to put the round together. I mean, this is a map pick, and at the first half, during the beginning, they have shown a very convincing momentum. I think they really just need to mix up how they rush onto the site. I don't think the aggression's wrong. I just think maybe it's repeating itself a lot. Like you said earlier, you know, Carnage is able to read into the situation once they start getting a read onto their opponent, and I mean, they seem to be able to get a hold of Raven.
Yeah, if he just goes stacked for so long, a team like Carnage will eventually read in and they'll adjust accordingly. So, and that's what we saw, especially on both CT sides we've seen from them so far. A bit of a weakish start, and then once they got used to their defense, they just came in and just destroyed. As we're able to find one, but we'll be quickly taken down. The A side, well, we're given over at this point. Natasha might be able to hold it out, but will be forced from jungle with Molotov. That will be re-blasted once again, and that should be the bomb going down as well. But not before Artemis is able to find Willow, brings him to a 3v2 with the players over towards the ticket booth. And make that a 3v0. I'm ready to call it, to be honest. This is it. GG.
I'm just gonna anytime everybody says this is pretty much the end, statistically they may be right, but I always like to refer to that one match between Mouse Sports and Quantum Bellifier at the Boston Major.
I repressed that map from my memory. Why you bring it back?
I mean, it seemed like Mouse Sports had it, and then all of a sudden QBF just closed it out.
Yeah, that was an interesting map to say the very least, but
yeah. Well, yeah, all right. I'm just saying,
anyways,
impossible is not impossible. It's actually very doable, and already we are seeing that from Riv. I mean, they managed to tag. Yeah, yep. Epo is already tagged, and they haven't planted the bomb yet. The bomb.
I mean, they can't really when the bomb's in Natasha's control, but Hope getting the kill on 9, and that puts Natasha into a very tricky situation here because she can easily get double pushed out from apartments and unders, and well, the way she's playing it, she's falling back towards the bedroom area. Let's see what she can do here because it's a tough spot to hold, but Carnage might be able to find themselves on a championship point at this point as Artemis will make her way out. We'll find Natasha. Goodbye with the P250 dink, and that's Carnage with one hand on the trophy.
One hand on the trophy. They are indeed. And yeah, this is pretty much looking like it's gonna be it. So OT, they at least have a little bit better weaponry, yeah, to go into this, but not too much armor.
Yeah, armor's liking, but in saying that, you don't need head armor against AKs and AWPs when they'll just one-shot you no matter what. But the A-side hole not looking too good here for Ravens. They've already lost the sight. There's going to be an earlier retake coming out from Natasha. We'll be able to find Hope, but trades are starting to come through. Bomb will be planted very shortly here. And 4v2, this might just be it.
Yeah, it's looking like it. Yeah,
and 4v1.
Bomb's been planted. There's no kit. That's pretty much it. Yep.
GG.
Yep, Carnage doing the amazing work that they do. And I mean, honestly, they can't have looked this good without working